Huh. It's very eager. I wonder what it's so eager for. Huh? Huh? It's eager for fish because it's a cat. You fucking perverts. Gah. Ugh, can't believe you people. So anyway, I have a battle here with Mew, aka XXLon XX, aka some random noob. So anyway, I lead with Oh Hi, and I'm like, Oh Hi, and he leads with his RK9. I'm like, I'll see what you did there. So I go to my bucket, and he sets up a teddy bear, and I'm like, what? That's not a bucket. What are you doing? So he goes for the HP grass, and I was really glad that he didn't have focus punch, because that probably would have raped me in the face. But anyway, so I go for the surf, and that is gonna break his teddy bear, and I'm like, give me a bucket, damn it. So I predict the switch and not a bucket, so I go for the toxic. But of course, because this is Pokemon and it does hate me, I miss toxic, which like shouldn't ever miss, which is really sad. So anyway, he goes for the taunt, and I was predicting like Rain Dance or Encore or something. Or not Encore, Bulk Up. So I went for the Encore. So I get out, and I go to Wall, because he doesn't know what the hell's going on, because he's a fucking Quagsire, and he just wants hugs. So he goes for the taunt, and I predict that, and I go for the Earthquake, just for damage. Yeah, so I get some damages on it, and like, I don't know, maybe he predicts the switch because I have Water Absorb or something. I don't know. I switch out to this, and he does go for the Waterfall, and that's gonna bring me down to my sash. And luckily here he goes for the taunt instead of another Waterfall, because he is faster. And 'cause I just go for the Bug Buzz to kill him off, because most of my team is like physical, and if he gets enough bulk ups, he's just gonna like rape my face. So anyway, he goes into his Garfield because he loves cats, and I switch out, predicting a fake out, and I go to Arnold, the Armaldo, and he goes for a headbutt, which I still resist anyway, and I see that he is Life Orb. So I go for the Stone Edge just because I feel like it, and he goes into this threesome, and it misses, but it wouldn't have done much anyway. So I know that he's scarfed, and I know he's gonna think I'm gonna go into Quagsire, and so he goes for the HP grass, but I stay in, and he's like, oh shit, and so I go for the Earthquake, and that is gonna take it out. So that's cool. Yeah, pretty fancy shit. So it dies, and everybody's happy except for him. So yeah. Get leftovers, and he goes into slacking, and he overpredicts again and goes for the pursuit, thinking that I would switch, but I'm getting in his head, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna switch, I'm just gonna X scissor. Yeah, so I X scissor that mofo, and then I'm getting leftovers, and so he switches out, and he goes into his Cargo with no penis as I Stone Edge, predicting the switch, and yeah, because my Armaldo is gay and loves penises, um, he's gonna kill this Cargo with an Earthquake next turn. So, yeah. Cargo's just, like, killing shit left and right. Which is funny, because I just kind of threw him in there, because this is a random team. So, yeah. Leftovers, yeah, exciting stuff. So, he goes back into his homer, and this time he doesn't overpredict. And he just goes for the Earthquake, and that is gonna kill me. So, yeah, I'm dead. So I go into Victory because I want a free Swords Dance. And he switches out and goes into his RK9. I'm like, oh, see what you did there again. So, I go for the Sucker Punch, but he sets up a sub, and I'm like, oh, you. And, so he goes for the Flamethrower, but luckily I have a sash because the cool kids have sashes. So, yeah. I live with that, and I use Return to break his sub. So yeah. So now I'm gonna go for the Sucker Punch and kill him off, because Victory Bell is win, and then he goes back into his Garfield because he loves cats even more, and he has Sucker Punch too, and I'm just like, oh damn. So I die, and he takes Life Orb, and then I go into this and overpredict, which is kind of stupid for going for the U-turn because all he has left is normal types who both would have been like one hit KO'd by close combat. So anyway, I go into Wool as he swaggers, and yeah. So now I'm confused. So he goes for the Psych Up, and I'm like, oh, you crazy Psych Up person. And I go for the Earthquake because I don't get confused. And he's like, damn it. And I'm like, yay. And so he dies, and everybody's happy except for him. I already said that, didn't I? Anyway, so he goes back to his last Homer, and so he goes for the Frustration, which I don't know why it's Frustration instead of a turn. But anyway, so he goes for the Frustration. It does like half, but I get confused, and I'm like, oh, damn. Quagsire, damn it, stop wanting so many hugs. So, he loafs around, and I'm like, okay, I'll just recover this turn, but I get fucking confused again, and I'm like, oh, damn. So, I just let him kill me with Frustration, because I can go into, Primeape and rape its face with a close combat. So, I go into Primeape, because he's sleepy, and I'm just like, close combat, and he's like, oh my god, I'm Homer. I'm yellow, except not really, but okay. That was weird. Anyway, so yeah, GG, Mew, and I like cheese, I guess. That's really what I'm trying to say here. That was